Oh, my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Oh, my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a leader is not very easy. To become a man is not a day job. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a man is not a day job. To become a leader is not very easy. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son,
Niger Watch, we are here. Allow us.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I appreciate every one of you. This is another broadcast for this evening that we need to talk about. Yes, I was forced to do this. But meanwhile, let's talk. My people, I appreciate every one of you. Please use the link. Okay, the screen already full. You know, meanwhile, CM, you must be ready to moderate this broadcast because now you forced me to this broadcast. You know, you must be ready. No, CM, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Wonderful. All right. I don't even know how we need to start this right now. So for those people that are just joining us right now, I don't know if we should give them opportunity to, or CM, you want to speak first? I don't know, because I don't know what you guys were talking about, to be honest.
Because why we came over was King, who was saying we need to negotiate power. He was giving analysis that if Igbos have remained in PDP, maybe, and then Igbo man become vice president.
I think you should let him explain himself.
Atiku would have won.
Do you want it?
Well, I think that's okay. Well, but that is talking of that was the negotiation he was talking about. So that after 4 years, then Igbos will take over, something like negotiate power. So let him lay the foundation again, please.
Let him explain himself.
Everybody, hold on, please, Madam Victoria, mute yourself. Thank you. All right, King. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Yes.
Okay, your network is even better, and I was making so much noise earlier on. Go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, all right. What I'm trying to say is this election is a big distraction because one the PDP and the APC, those are the giant party that's supposed to become a president. So any party that is coming, any party that's coming may not win the election. When PDP, Peter B was in PDP, he left and joined Labour Party. In that scenario, when Peter B started doing the obedient things, of which all the youth started buying the ideas, APC was even happy that Peter B left PDP because from PDP they say that Labour Party is a blessing to APC. It's because of Labour Party that PDP that APC won, despite when PDP 5 governors left PDP, they didn't get any votes there. Then Konkonso left PDP, took the votes. The Labour Party now took PDP votes. At the end, PDP now came second. To tell that PDP is a very strong party, despite they came second. So what I'm trying to say is, even though they say Peter B win this election, if all the PDP and Atiku join hands and support Peter B, they will not give Peter B. The reason because they will rig it. This government is ready to kill 1 million people to retain power. That's what I'm trying to say. That the only way you can take a sitting president out is by alliance. All the parties need to come together to take a sitting president out. Because one party cannot just come from nowhere to just come and think. No, it's not possible. I always say that because we the youth, we thought want to destroy APC. At the end, we destroy PDP. Labour Party finished PDP. At the end, APC got the victory. So what I'm trying to say is, we will form alliance. Now that the election is over now, what all the party would have done is to come together and fight the courts and fight the judiciary. That is what I was trying to say. Because if PDP is doing its own year, it's on its own year, so there's no, as it is not solid. They have to come. There must be a force to tell the lawyers, the judiciary that see, this is a serious matter. That's what I'm trying to say. You cannot just win alone. You have to come together to win. That's what I'm trying to say. You say these people are satanic people. Is it not Peter B? Is it not from PDP? The Dachi is not from APC. So let's lead down for alone. Let's sit down now. The main thing is to get the power. You have to manage them to get the power. When we get the power, they will not chase them out. That is what I'm trying to say. I'm not anybody.
Okay.
Can I quickly say something, Mr.
People have
Najawaj?
heard you. No, one moment, please. People have heard what you said. So you just hold, like, you were talking, Mr. King. Everybody listening to you. So let us also listen to, you have to also listen to different response. Omoyoya, please.
Okay, I'll just make it quick. Greetings, everyone. Mr. CM, I see you're moderating today. Well done, everyone. Greetings in the comment section and everybody listening. I had to join in because of Mr. King. Mr. King, with all due respect, you came in and the comments you made were very, very rude, in my opinion, and it was putting down the other person. Now, when you come in and you say the Igbo people don't know how to play politics, isn't it clear, isn't it obvious that Peter Obi won this election? It's very clear to everybody that Peter Obi won this election. It was stolen from him. That tells you he did not need to partner with anybody to win this election. What you're saying is that we should normalize people rigging the election, killing people, maiming people just because they want to remain in power. So we should fold our hands and think of ways to form alliance. By the way, it's not just only the Igbo people that are affected by this. Once you are from the South, you're automatically tagged as an Igbo person. A lot of people have expressed concern that this whole heat is not just coming on the Igbos alone. As long as they look, even within the Yorubas, when they see someone who looks a certain way, they assume that the person is Igbo. They deny their heritage. You know, so when you come in and you say the Igbos don't know how to play politics, what they should have done, it's very insulting. It's like rubbing salt in someone's injury. We're already here where we're upset, everybody is on edge, you know, people are just now slowly trying to get themselves together, and you come in with that type of comment, you like insulted a whole group of people by just saying that, sir. I don't know if you listened to yourself while you were talking. You know, it's very clear. And, you know, before I go forward, I just please, with all due respect, sir, are you an obedient or are you from a different party? I just want to know really quickly, please, sir. Mr. King, are you an obedient?
You voted for Labour Party.
I'm sorry?
I voted for Labour Party.
Okay, you voted for Labour Party, but is it not obvious to you that Labour Party won? All these analogies that you're now bringing forward now, right? It's almost, it's.
No, what I'm trying to say is, I was trying to say that this fight is a big fight. Labour Party cannot fight this fight alone.
But isn't that what we're all doing? Is that not why we're all coming together and fight? We know they cannot fight it alone. How many people are in Labour Party?
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see you. It's been a while being on this platform.
Listen, madam. Let me just finish my thoughts, sir. You can respond to me.
I want to
please let me finish my thoughts. Hello, please everyone.
Mute so that because of background noise.
Let me just because you know it's very I'm sorry, it's very, I found it felt like a slap on my face. We're all here fighting. We know that the mandate was stolen. You cannot come and tell us to make deal with the devil just because we want to get there and take power. We're already fighting and we're already winning. You are now trying to throw spanner in our wheel. You know when you go to the mechanic shop and you're trying to fix your tire, I don't know, and they throw spanner in the midst of it and it stops short. That's what you're trying to do.
Please mute yourself. Let her speak. Everybody listen to you. That's what we are saying. And when you unmute yourself, King, there's a background noise also disturbing. Just mute yourself. Don't worry.
Please. You know, because it's very, we're all here fighting. Everywhere, everybody's fighting. There's protests in different parts of Nigeria going on. There are protests in the diaspora going on, all because of this mandate. There are letters being written. There are people that they're reaching out to ensure that these people do not take this mandate away from us. Our principal is in court and he's fighting. All of a sudden, they are all triggered and they're trying to come up with tribal sentiments to separate us. And we are falling into it again. How dumb are we? It doesn't make any sense. A few people are just wielding it over 200 million people. Every tribe matters in Nigeria. I do not subscribe to the fact that the Igbos should not carry all the sweat and toil in one day just because a group of people feel threatened. I would say fight them back. It's simple. You know, because it's ridiculous for us to be having this conversation where you're talking about they don't know. Are you kidding me, Oga? We've already won the election now. We've already won the election. We are fight. Are you here to fight? Are you here to join us to fight so that we can get our mandate? Or are you here to now drop spanner in our wheel? It's not right. It's not right, sir.
I just need to ask him some questions.
Hold on now. Hold on. Don't worry. Hold on. Let her go on.
You know, don't worry. I was very, very upset. I don't have time. I didn't have time to join the party because I'm busy. But I had to call in when I heard you talking. It's very, very sad to find out we're all here trying to fight and brainstorm about how we can resolve this situation and move ourselves forward. And then you just call it, the people don't know how to play politics. The people that are playing politics, they know how to play politics. Is it not evil politics they've been playing? They've been rigging elections for what? Over 3 or 4 decades? Here we are. You were born into the dysfunction and you want the dysfunction to continue because you feel that that's the way. That is the wrong way to do it, sir. We've been doing it the wrong way for a very long time. And we have not told each other the truth. This is the time for us to look ourselves in the face and tell each other the truth. We should not entertain evil just because we're trying. No, our principal has already won clean. There's no need to negotiate with nobody. We don't need anybody. The voice of the people is more powerful than any subgroup whatsoever. We're all ready for this battle, uphill, whatever, however long it takes. So please, there are a lot of people listening to you, and you're coming here and saying that. I beg you, sir, with every due respect, don't be trying to, if you know you do not agree with it, you don't like the way it is going, it's better for you not just to say anything at all. Let's not, because we're here to win it. We're not here to Monday morning quarterback. No, we're not. We're taking steps forward, and big giant steps for that matter. Thank you very much.
Okay, Omoye. Then James, what question do you have for Omoye?
Yes, no, not Omoye. To I think King, right?
Okay, to King.
Yeah, yes, I actually entered specifically because of him. I am from Edo State. I am not an Igbo man. But you see what is going on in Lagos? It affects the entire eastern region. It's against the Edos, the Igbos, the Bibios, all of us. And we need to speak to that. So I listened to what this guy was saying, and I took note of some things. You know, he used the word give. Power is not giving on multiple occasions. He used the word take on multiple occasions. And I liken it to the language that Tinubu is using when he talk of power is not taking a la carte. You grab it, you take. So, and there was something he said earlier. He said he agreed that APC rigged the election. Now, because he agreed, he wanted part of his statement. Then he now said, now the question I want to ask him is this, because he said we should have formed alliance. The Labour Party should have formed alliance with the PDP, right? So that after this tenure, then PDP will not support Labour Party. So now let's juxtapose the two statements. First of all, he agreed, Mr. King, I'm speaking to you. You agreed that APC rigged the election. So are you now subscribing that we should have joined, Labour Party should have joined PDP to join, to fight the APC, to join them in the killing spree, so that as they are killing, we'll be killing. Then as they are announcing that people, Igbos should not come out, the Southeasterners should not come out, the South should not come out, then we'll be announcing that if you are Yoruba, you should not come out, right? Then we should have been snatching ballot boxes. I want to know, what do you mean by the statement that we should have joined hands with PDP when you already agreed that APC rigged it? I want you to correlate it to, please.
Okay, Mr. King, you can mute yourself, James, so that you can have a bit of 2 minutes or something, a minute or two, just to get to the question you asked. Mr. King, we're waiting. Mr. King, you are muted. You are the, oh God. You are okay now. You are muted again.
It's okay.
Okay, yes, you can speak to us now.
Okay, are you hearing me now?
Yes, we are, yes.
Okay, I want to ask that brother, what happened in 2019? PDP won the election, right? What I'm trying to say is, if Labour and other parties, I'm not saying only Labour, if Labour and other parties join with PDP, it will be easier to win this election. PDP would have won the election with massive votes. Just imagine.
No, please don't dodge the question. Do you withdraw your statement when you agreed that APC won the election?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm asking, do you withdraw your statement when you agreed APC won the election?
APC rigged the election, I know.
Okay, you agree, right?
Yes, it's enough.
So
Yes.
now, what I want you to help us, I want you to help us. What do you mean by if we have joined? Because if you agree that this is the election, it means that the only way party formed alliance, the only way that PDP will go to become is to also rig the election. And when you talk about the rigging, what happened in the rigging?
One of you.
You answered my question.
So that's why I'm asking. I don't want you to answer the question in isolation. I want you to just because you agree that APC rigged. Now tell us what you wanted us to do. Do you want us to join PDP to rig the election? Is that what you are subscribing for? That's what I want to do.
Okay. What I'm saying is, PDP got 6,000 votes, or was it 6,900? Why also got 1 point something million? The party got 6 point something million. Just imagine they joined together.
You all know. You know that result was obviously manipulated. What they did was to just look at different states and look at what they need to win.
Excuse me, gentlemen, mute yourselves. Let me because we don't want other people. We have to speak. The fact that you agreed, Mr. King, that the election APC rigged the election. Therefore, since you agreed it's a rigged election, whatever figure that led to the rigging, you can't be using it to compare notes anymore. That figure is trash because it's
that's
not
what
genuine.
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So on one hand, they agreed it was rigged because the figures were changed. Kwankwanso was giving what they want to give. Peter, take this one. Atiku, take the other one. Tinubu, take this one. Then you are now telling me that you agree it was rigged, but you are now using the figure to add it up. Say even if they had. Please, let another person.
Let me just say my last because I will leave.
No, it's okay.
Let me
because
let me just say my last. Yeah, let me just say my last.
Please just hold on. Okay,
yeah, let me just say my last. I will leave.
Then we go
yes,
to the other people.
Because the only reason I joined was just because of Kings. You know, he was fond of using give cake.
Is coming from your background. Always mute yourself. King,
yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he was using the verb give and take as if election. So if the election is give and take now, why do we even need to come out at all to go and vote? So that's his language that he's using. So you should understand that election should not be give and take. And that's the reason why we are fighting. It should not be give and take. So don't tell Igbos that they don't know how to play politics. Politics is not to start killing people and start threatening people and start doing sacrifices in polling units to prevent people from coming out to vote. If that's the kind of politics you want to play, we are not interested in that. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Then let me start with Busy Brand, then Victoria, then Patricia, Chooks, and then Ame. So let's go to you, Busy Brand, so that we take it in turns, so that I don't miss my trend. After you, Victoria getting ready, then after you, Patricia. Oh yeah, Busy Brand.
So you see, this further buttresses my point of, I think on the past 2 days, my narrative has been, we need to renew our minds. You know, this is no longer the time to accept those things that have been done in the past, those things that have become part of the fabric of our society, that are illegal, that are not right, that it's not supposed to be part of our polity, but we've taken it and it has become part of our life, it has become part of our system because our leaders have perpetrated it for their own evil gain. Because if politics should be carried out, should be done the way politics should be done, they will never come to power. Because when they go into power, if they get in through the right process, like our principal is fighting, they will not go there to corrupt the system. They will go there to do what is right so that people can verify and bring them back into power. So we need to remain and stay the course. We do not need to toe the line. We do not, we need to stay on course, do the right thing, stay on the path of righteousness. Politics, they say it is for the for dirty is a dirty game, yeah? Well, we will not play it dirty. Our principal is showing us that it is not dirty. It does not have to be dirty. It is about bringing in your own values. We are going back to when we had values, when our values of care for the next person. If we genuinely care for the next person, yeah, those who go into power to represent us will lead us with care. They will know that if they don't tar that road, that pothole will kill one of us. They know that if we don't build that hospital, one of us will go in there and will die of childbirth. They know that if they don't sort out the school, they know that their children will go into that school and come out an illiterate. That is why we need to get it right. We need to get the process right. Things have become deplorable. We've gone downhill since God knows. With each government, we've been going downhill, because the corrupt have been gaining more and more strength in power. They've been gaining more strength in power. And that is why we are where we are. So we need to go in now with this new mindset to try and change the trajectory. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Then Victoria, you are next. What have you got to say, please? Victoria Ade, yeah.
I think King or Mr. King is trying to say, and I can actually understand him very well. Being a Yoruba man, in Yoruba they will say, "Eje ka koko le ẹlẹ́yọ̀rọ̀ lọ́nà, ká tó wá fàbọ̀ sórí adìẹ." I think that is what the policy or the strategy he is trying to say, oh, they should have used this kind of strategy. But unfortunately, right now, I believe we have actually passed that stage. And I also want to remind him that I think that strategy was actually used in the past. I think Obi was once Atiku's VP in the past. But the truth of the matter now is that people don't even want APC or PDP. So using that strategy that he talked about, I can for sure tell you he is obedient, because his endpoint result that he is looking for is a win for Labour Party. But he was saying that maybe if they had done it this way. So to me, we have passed that stage, number one. And I don't even think there's any other. What he is trying to say is something like, how I wish Owore had aligned with Labour Party, some other party like collapsed together, like APGA, to fight this bigger party. That is what he is trying to say. And he's saying it using that Yoruba adage that I just said. Well, right now, as it stands, thankfully and thank God, Obi came and we bought into his idea, because he came to play a different kinds of politics, and we bought into it. And unfortunately, they played the dirty game again with Obi, and they rigged it. Hopefully, we get our mandate back. He is also talking from angle of pain, if anybody really understands him. So I don't think he's here to infiltrate or perpetrate or anything like that. I just think that, he's also like, okay, like I also wish in the past, I was like, I wish Showore will join Labour. Showore with this, let's have this and this combine together and form one another big solid party. But unfortunately, it did not play out that way. So it is what it is, and we are where we are. So we just hope and pray for the best. That's my own submission and contribution.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Patricia should be next. If she's around. Patricia, are you around? Why Chooks Obibueze gets ready? Maybe she has left.
Do you have Patricia or Pat?
Is it Patricia? I saw Patricia Tagbajumi or so. Tagbajumi. She's unmuted now. It's Patricia P. Is it not? Everybody can see it. Patricia. Okay. Maybe she.
Yeah,
Obi Chooks Obibueze. Let's hear Chooks.
Can I represent the Pats?
Are you sure it's not the lady that always call by the phone? Maybe
you can suddenly from a man become a woman. Don't worry. It will go to your turn part. Then Chooks Obibueze, since like Patricia is not ready.
Yeah, good evening, CM and the house. And of course those watching us and those on the comment section. You say the last speaker is trying to make an excuse for something somebody openly says with his full heart. I'm not subscribing to that kind of excuse. Somebody came here and said that the Igbo people don't know how to do politics, and this has been the narrative for years, for decades. And why is that narratives? I don't think anybody is a master of politics. Just like we always say that nobody is. I don't know. I don't want to use that word here. It's quite painful that you think people who face their business and do what they believe that is right, and you think that is not knowing how to do business. I mean, not knowing how to do politics. Is there difference between politics and business? Because if they use the same brain they do business to do politics, I don't think your lives will survive there. So it is very, very insulting, and this has been going on for ages. And once they come, the only thing they use to blackmail the Igbo people is because you are not building alliance. Building what? What is alliance? Alliance of corruption? Alliance of poverty? Look, let me state this here. No Igbo man, it doesn't matter if that person is an Igbo man. We have that mantra. You don't feed me. That means I'm not going to join in your dirty deals. That's exactly what it is. So I would beg of you not to use that kind of language anytime at all, because it's not good. And you try to justify it by saying that they could have joined PDP to do what? And in the same mind, you say even if he is in PDP, they're not going to give him. Who are you? Please don't come here and infuriate people. Even if he joined PDP, they're not going to give him. As what? What has he got? Look, because people want to build bridges and move ahead does not mean, people don't know what the right thing to do. There will come a time you and I will have no place called country. I'm telling you, nobody has monopoly of that thing you're thinking. Nobody. You can burn their businesses, you can do anything, but I tell you one thing, they're just like goats. When you see goats, you think he's powerless. Chase him until he hit the wall. You will see. I don't pray for that. But if this continue and people continue to burn their businesses, kill them, injure them, there will come a time they will say, no, enough is enough. Even if I'm going to die, it's better I fight to die. I was born and brought up in Kano. 1991, I was there. Okay, and I'm old enough to tell what happened. Old enough, fully old enough to tell what happened. Because when it happened, they have nowhere to go again. So they stand. And they found out that, running away for long has been their downfall. So please, if you come here to speak, we are looking for a solution
Okay,
for our country. That's why everybody is here. We've been here for long.
You've made your point.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we hear from? Okay, Patricia is no more. Can we hear from Ame Moses? After Ame Moses, it becomes party after party, then man of prestige, in that order. Ame Moses.
All right.
Are you
Can
there?
you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
All right. Thank you very much. I think the way it started from the order link, he reduced the tempo at which he speaks now. But still, I'm not happy with that statement because we are trying to fight for revolution. We are trying to run away from what have been causing us pain. It shouldn't have, in the first place, even bring up the issue of alliance with what nonsense party. So annoying. Now, even the issue of the total number of votes is not supposed to come in since he agreed that the election is rigged. And when you pay attention very well to Mr. Ahmed Babadati, he said we fall within the region of 8 million. He's not talking about 6 million. And to remind you, the person you say we should form alliance with, withdraw his case. It was after our principal filed his case that all of them have the boldness because they see the evidences. So please, there is nothing like alliance here that we work. Stop taking us back. Revolution is not gotten in 1 second. You fight for what you want and you get it. So please, that kind of statement is not welcome here. Totally, I totally disagree. No matter how Madam Victoria want to pet it, I understand that because he ended up being obedient. He's not an obedient to me. Somebody that is an obedient, that thought will not come up.
Ame Moses, that is the opinion.
Yes, sir.
It is his right to hold the opinion. Then it is also your right to counter it and hold your own opinion. So
that is his own opinion, and I'm just issuing out my own view.
Okay.
Because to me, it's not supposed to even bring up that matter here because we've gone past that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And the next person is Pat. Pat, it's now your turn.
All right, thank you very much.
You are not Patricia.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much. To the guy that was talking about if PDP and Labour Party aligned, it would have been better or anything. No, I will disagree with him there. That the thing about Peter Obi. Hello, hey.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Carry on, carry on. Oh dear.
I think he lost his sound there.
Oh, properly.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the thing about Peter Obi wasn't about party. It went beyond party line because people from other parties were joining. So it went beyond party line. So I would disagree with him on that one. If they have counted the votes the way it's supposed to be, Peter Obi knocked out the two parties. So on that front, I don't agree with him. Then on the front of saying that he's APC, he's dragging us back. Look, how do you win an enemy? You have to think like an enemy. You have to welcome people and listen to them to know what they are thinking. So if you keep locking everybody out, say, let us, only us, you're not going to get new ideas. When people come with counter opinion, does not mean that they are APC. You hear them out. We don't have all the solution among us here. If somebody else comes from somewhere else, hear him out. How do you catch a thief? You have to think like a thief. Because if you are thinking in your own way only, you are never going to catch him, because he's going to always beat you a step ahead. So when sometimes you hear people, now you'll be able to now know where their mindset is, where they are thinking they're going this way, but they are going a different way. Then you now re-strategize. So please, people, I want to always welcome opinions, welcome outsiders. Not when somebody says something contrary to what you believe, you say, oh, he's APC, or he's a bad person, or he's an intruder. No. So I want to encourage us, please, let us always hear people out and accommodate them. And then from there, you now strategize. Okay?
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you. Then man of prestige. Man of prestige. Look at Engineer Ken is coming.
Oh, sorry. I still have 1 minute, 10 seconds. Why I'm saying this, I see that they are always attacking. I think her name is Victoria. Every time I listen, when she says something a little bit, give it a different opinion, or allowing people to talk, they'll say, "Oh, she is APC, or she's an invader." So it's wrong, people. It's wrong. Always listen to other people's thoughts so that you'll be able to strategize.
Okay, thank you. Victoria is even no longer here too. Anyway, man of prestige. So you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much. I greet the panelists. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I just joined. I think I was able to deduce something from about what Mr. King said. I didn't know. I wasn't listening at the time. He said whatever he said, but I was able to deduce two things about the forming an alliance and the Igbo need to play politics. So let me start with the first point, forming an alliance. So let me ask you, Mr. King, we're just having a brother-to-brother conversation, okay? I'm not here to bash you or whatever. I'm just going to give my opinion. Maybe you can you can analyze what I just said from there. You're talking about forming an alliance. I mean, the alliance you're talking about, the alliance you're talking about forming, where has the alliance gotten us? You go from alliance with PDP. How many years PDP rule? Is it not 16 years? What has Nigeria improved? And APC already ruled 8 years. They probably, hopefully, that will not happen. But the point I'm trying to make, the alliance doesn't work, not in Nigerian, politics. The orientation of people in Nigeria, they have divided this country into the have and the have not. That's what you need to realize. All these people in APC, PDP, and everywhere, they all unite and eat together. Tomorrow, they're going to join each other and eat together. They just come here and play and divide and conquer. This is exactly what they're doing. I think it's about time. After this election just ended, I was kind of dissolute about the whole thing. I was about to tear my, I have two passports, but I was about to tear my Nigerian passport. But I spoke with my family. I was going to do it on a very big platform. That was what I thought about doing, because I was completely dissolute. I said Nigeria is gone. But I'm very happy. Everybody in this platform, the few that I have listened, nobody has been dissolute. You all want to move forward and fight for one Nigeria, because I thought this was going to be the end. So I'm going to join the bandwagon of try to fight. Hopefully, whatever happens, I don't know what's going to happen this year, but whatever happens, we can keep on fighting. So anyway, let me go back to the alliance you was talking about. Where has the alliance, where the alliance gotten us? You keep on going with the same mentality that we always been. Let the best person win. And in my own opinion, I mean, I wasn't there, I don't have the whole information, but from what I can gather, I think Labour Party won. So we stop having this mindset about alliance. Let Johannes go from alliance with the Northern or whatever, or the Western. That's not the way it's supposed to work. If you present a good manifesto and people believe you're the right person, it doesn't matter where you come from. You can come from TV. You can come from the minority tribe. Let the best man win. That is the kind of mindset we Nigerians need to have. And forget about this tribalistic something. So that wasn't a right statement, but that's your opinion. No, but in my own opinion, I don't think like that. That's not the way I think. I'm in America, okay,
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, the thing, thank you, man of prestige. The thing about it all is that, from what happened in Nigeria, all what we are doing now, because the case is before, what I want people should know is that, thank God there's provision for a law court. They said if you do not agree with is doing, and that is what also Article is doing. So it is in order. In other words, the election is still continuing at the court level now. So I wish them well, and I feel in my own heart of hearts, I know the election was rigged. That's why I want to pose this question to everybody. On 25th of February, 3 elections were held simultaneously. 2 were uploaded, 1 wasn't. Everything starts. We are not talking of figures now. We are talking of the process and why. Hello? It's like nobody's hearing me.
Your speaker, you are cutting off.
I hear you. Yeah, you're breaking.
Okay, I'm breaking. I was saying on 25th of February. Am I coming out clear? Otherwise,
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now.
On 25th of February, 3 elections were held simultaneously. House of Reps, House of Senate, and the presidency. 2 were uploaded according to what INEC promised. The procedure it should happen. 1 was not uploaded. Is there any explanation for that? Any feasible explanation why that took place? That is where, because you get figure at the end, but before you generate that figure, we are interrogating the process. That's what I'm interrogating, not the figure.
Mr. CM.
Yes, please. Who is calling me?
Yeah, it's me too. You see,
Okay,
we are here discussing this, right? Because they've turned that country into banana country. In a sane society, this Mahmoud should be in prison by now. There's no other two ways. That's why we have people who have the effrontery to stand and defend this nonsense and talk to you as a fellow Nigerian. Look, sometimes I get mad when people come and try to bamboozle everybody, telling us, oh, it is their right to rig an election, that we should keep quiet for them to rig election. The things they've been doing to your father, my mother, your mother, you want me to continue in that manner till my kids and my grandkids? Come on, guys. We shouldn't give excuse about. Look, I don't even want to entertain that kind of nonsense because the election have come and gone. Before the election, I was entertaining them. You and I know this, that these people is going to rig this election, and we've been saying it here. We just want to encourage Nigerians.
The
Let me come in.
Before you come in, Jude, you do not prosecute intention, you prosecute action. That's what they say. If somebody say, I will kill you, you cannot say you cannot start prosecuting the person. He's trying to serve you notice that you have to be on alert. Until he injures you, then you have evidence. So if somebody said they will do this, so that's why we are discussing it anyway. Don't worry, because it has happened.
See, and somebody like me, right?
Yeah.
I hate being used to give statistics. That's the problem I have. I don't want my numbers to count as statistics. That's the problem.
Well, can I?
It's okay. Then, Judah, let me hear you.
Yeah. The question, everybody, and good night, all our listeners. Well, the question he asks, there is no other plausible reason or excuse that anybody can give other than the system that was supposed to serve for the presidential election transmission was deliberately, underline that one, deliberately sabotaged to rig election in favor of Tinubu. If not, since all this brouhaha has started, or if as a matter of fact, everything, it was a glitch, like INEC official, INEC Mahmoud was told us to believe, or we were meant to believe by Mahmoud, the INEC chairman. Okay, and if his intentions were pure and there was any foul practice, all he could have done would have been okay. Now, there's so many options he had to instill confidence in the system and in the minds of every Nigerian. One of which was he couldn't have been in a rush to declare that result. All he could have done is, okay, I will look into the issue that has happened, and then their electoral guideline or law stipulates that if there's any complaint coming in, they have up to 7 days to straighten it out, to attend to them before declaring a result. What stopped him from using those days to review everything and to wait till everybody, or to now tell every is it returning officers in each polling booth, right? I think, is it returning officers in each polling booth across I think 170 something polling units. So now
170 something thousand.
170 something thousand to now submit again their result, the raw result from those polling units. And then with that, he will be able to collate and announce the result. Why didn't he do that? That was an option that he could have taken. And all these things we've been talking, all this cry, all this suffering, everybody have been suffering, people have gone into depression, could have been avoided. That is one option. Another option was that, okay, how come that he could have said, okay, let us rerun this thing. Since this thing has happened, let us, since there's a lot of complaint, and then not just that was not even the only issue. You see, when they talk about rigging, Judean,
maybe I'm the only person holding this view. I'm of the opinion, because I haven't gotten any reason, though you may tell me I'm not asking INEC directly, so somebody may say it's only INEC that can answer me. The thing is, 3 elections held simultaneously. You uploaded 2, deliberately left out 1. I want to know the reason.
That's why I'm telling you. The reason is for
the reason.
To rig the election.
You want to know the reason?
I have told you now.
Yes.
Yeah, do you really want to know the reason?
That is just the reason.
Yeah?
Of course I do.
It's called impunity. It's called impunity. There's nothing you can do. That's exactly what they did.
It's not even, my brother, it's not even more of impunity. And Mahmoud collected money. Even if one will say, where is the evidence? We all know Nigerian things that happen. Except anybody want to believe, want to just shy away from the fact. He collected money. He had to execute the contract, or he has to execute the contract that he has entered into with Tinubu.
Judean, that's okay. At least we've seen. I think the next person should be Engineer Ken. He came before the other man. Engineer Ken, are you still awake? No, you people
I'm the one that's supposed to ask you that. If you are still awake,
you people in US, this is your morning. It's cheating now.
No, this is our evening. We are running after 8.
Now they cheat us. where they Europe, when they cheat us, when we don't tire, when I go full energy.
By now, on they midnight. When I know they sleep.
Well, now because of you, I there awake. Oh yeah, talk to us.
Let me ask you something, Sam. You people in London, do you all sleep? I was wondering.
But how can somebody they hear which Nigerian they sleep any part of the world? Oh yeah,
How can you be chasing rats when your house is on fire?
Thank you. How can you be asleep when your house is on fire? You know, it's impossible. You see, we all have a stake in we all have a stake in Nigeria. You know, when you have been in another man's country for over 20, 30 years, and you are now you are above 50, you know, so when you are now seeing, what you are now looking into, you start remembering home, you know, because there is no place like home. You know, and our brothers that was destroying their passports, you know, when I look at them that, sorry to say, that's the senseless act. You destroying your passport does not change anything. You know, you holding your passport as a soldier that is ready to fight. Because this time around, we either get Nigeria or Nigeria has to be shared apart. So you don't have to destroy your passport. You have to hold that passport and fight. You know, because this is fight. This is war. It is a war against corruption, a war against injustice, a war against oppression, a war against starvation, a war against hunger, a war against impunity, a war against all these old cargoes that are holding the country so deep that they are allowing this country to break. You know, Nigeria as a mother is being suffocated. Nigeria as a woman is being raped, you know, by hungry wolves, you know, in human clothing. You see, it is so bad that this political leaders that we are looking at, that they open their eyes in a clear vision, watching all these things going down, and they are still saying that nothing happened. We all saw the killings in Lagos. Cutlasses and guns were used to kill people because of an electoral process. And yet, APC will still declare the winner of the gubernatorial election in Lagos. You see, I must have to congratulate that professor, that lady from the eastern part of Nigeria that stood firm, that she will not take money from APC government and the PDP government. That she even called INEC, that if that result should get to them and if they should change it, she will come up in open. You see, that woman take a risk of her life. She knew that in this process she might be killed, or she might lose her husband or her children. But she didn't care. She stood. This now remind me about Queen Idia Niyesige. That is the first face that the whole world know now. That first face that we all know. That face is the face of the Queen Mother of the Benin Kingdom. A woman that stood, that said, my son can never be dethroned. War cannot come to Benin. For war to come to Benin, I am going to fight for the Benin. And she went and she conquered. She came back to the kingdom with victory. That is why tomorrow our face refused to die. Because our face is the face that everyone is celebrating. The real face is being hidden in Queen's Palace in London. It's all gold. That very face. That is the only height I can classify that woman, that professor, to. Because she knew what she was taking. You know, she fought against corruption.
I think she's the vice chancellor of Federal University of Technology or whatever. I think she's an engineer like you. She's an engineer too, I think.
Yes, because she know if she might not pay the price now, She can pay the price tomorrow. Definitely APC is not going to step down. They're going to go after her. The only thing that can be done is the new governor of the Labour Party. He has to protect that woman in all costs so that she will be alive, because she fought for the children yet unborn. Her name will be written in platter of gold.
She's living in Imo State, not Abia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, she returned the result for Abia, which is Umuahia, why she's a professor at Owerri Futo. So
yes,
she might. Anyway, well, I get what you mean.
You see, my thing is this: if in our time we can fight against Babangida must go, you know, that one day the whole Nigeria wake up in 1989 and say Babangida must go. If we can do that, I don't know what is now wrong with the youth of these days. Those were the military, holding gun 247, having orders to kill and shoot aside at all time. Now is the civilians. Why can't we replicate the same thing for now? You see, Obi don't have to stand up and give us the go-ahead. Because let me tell you something, guys. We know where we came from. We know that criminals has been celebrated every day. We all know what went down. That as we are looking at this court process, it might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, it might take 4 years. You know, okay, look at right now, Tinubu is in London or France. Where is that judge? You know, I mean, he's in London now. You know, let me tell you guys, I believe that guy went for a bargain with Tinubu, and I also strongly believe on my own that dude went there to open an account, either dollars account or pounds account or euro account, so that his account can be greased for him to stand in the side of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, because you know that man, that old man himself is a dynamic, you know, is a devil himself. Even Lucifer himself is afraid of him.
Anyway, Engineer Ken, the thing is, because the case is in court now, we are hoping for the best, like you said, in terms of
no, even the case is in court, this is the time that we have to stop doing the talking. We have to start doing the working. We have to hit the streets.
There is protest. There is protest. Always going every day.
The protest that we are having is not more than 50 to 100 persons standing in Abuja.
I know.
You know, what about the rest of other states? The rest of other states, are they not states?
I know.
Are they not states?
Anyway, it's not for me to decide, but what I'm trying to figure out
it is for us to decide.
I'm coming. No, listen. This is the context I'm taking it. I think that, you know, people are keeping an eye on whatever the tribunal is doing. That will detect, that will heighten the tempo or quieten it, because people are taking note of the development. It doesn't mean that it may start the way it's starting scantily with how many crowd of people, like you said. It will people are just watching because everybody is convinced that the tribunal will do the right thing. The moment the tribunal misses it, before it gets to Supreme Court, it will be a different ball game. Anyway, well, it might change.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, guys.
Let me tell you something so that others can say.
Okay. Do you know that the tribunal is being controlled by the president?
Well, probably.
The tribunal is being controlled by the APC leaders. The military is being controlled by the APC leaders. The police, the same thing. The Civil Defense Corps, the Navy, the Air Force, all of them are being controlled by the APC leaders. You see, if they should go into their caucus room and make a statement and decide on what to do, by the time they decide on their judgment, on a night before that day, the whole streets in Nigeria will be flooded with military and police and all parastatals of any kind of military we have in Nigeria will be flooded all over the states.
Okay.
against riots.
Okay.
But the only thing that can prevent that not to happen, Mr. Simmons, just give me 30 seconds. The only thing that can prevent that not to happen is for us to fall out now. When we fall out now, and the Supreme Court see the heat in the streets, the Supreme Court justice, and they see the heat in their various gates in their house, in Abuja, in their states, where they came from, in their father's house, their mother's house. They see the heat. They themselves will think twice that if we should go otherwise, this thing might resolve to something else. So if we don't create that action now, this case will not stand. Mark my word these days. Mark this word. Mark this word. Mark this word. The Bible tells us, it said, right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence one took it by force. America today that we are all, America today that we are all glorifying of. Every world wants to be like America. What happened? America had to fight against the Britain. A protest went on, a war came out from that protest, and we kick out the Britain. And every English word in America that the British had, we now change to become American English. So if our forefathers of this land could not take that they don't take that bold step to do that, we will have seen be in orders of the Britain, just like Canada today, that they rule over. America will have seen be the same. But we took our destinies. Our forefathers took that destinies on their hand. They took that bold. They said, we got to do this. I will make it right. Anyway. That is America. And that is what we have to do. We have to do that.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, Engineer Ken.
Sam,
Please, let's see what people will say. Hold on. Engineer Ken, mute yourself. Who hasn't spoken for the party? Ezenwago and Felix.
Can I just second what Engineer Kem said? I think Engineer Kem is completely right in that regard, because it's time, we should start being on the street or, any kind of agitation at this time before kind of preempting what they're going to do. Look at what's happening in Israel right now. Just because they fired the defense minister. The whole country has paralyzed in the last 3 or 4 days. We need to change our orientation.
It's okay. Let me play Niger Watch this thing. He said, where you are, start one where you are, that he wouldn't stop you. That's what Niger Watch always reply. It's okay. There's no, but I won't doubt the efficacy
we're
of
having a
protest.
We're having a march in Washington, D.C. I don't know anybody here aware of it. We are having a march in Washington, D.C.
In the US. Okay. Wait, is there any? No, let's hear from those that haven't spoken for the first time.
Please. Hello, please.
Okay.
Something. When I was
okay, speak.
Interject on saying and all those ones. Okay, fine. I want to say something. That happened. It intentionally. They rigged the election. Full-hearted. That's what I know. See, no amount of persons can take this mandate except God. Because this government is ready to make sure that they still have power. No amount of if you use violence, it will not work. What they need to do, they just do a state of emergency, and everybody will stay at home. Nobody will move in 1 inch. I bet you. If they say that if no amount of protest can stop this mandate, I'm telling you. So we should be very careful. The only thing that can happen is only God that can solve this problem. We will do our own part and all that. Even in America, the last person that talks now, even in America, they rig election in 2016. during Hillary Clinton and Trump, even 2000, even 2000 election, America still rig election. They rig Trump out. They have to use COVID-19. They have a 1.5 million.
Mr. Don't say what you don't know.
This guy is junior brother to Fani Kayode. This human being, he's an APC intruder.
Excuse me. Please, gentlemen, please listen to me, gentlemen. Listen to me. It's okay. Mr. King, I know at least the point is okay. If somebody said, please, gentlemen, it's okay. It doesn't mean he's sort of, this is like what he has envisioned, that come what may, this government is out. It's like a pure full dictator. They want to retain power. But
Mr. CM, please don't get confused. Don't get confused, please. These are people that sent. Hang on, CM. Please,
okay.
Just give me 30 seconds. Just give me 30 seconds.
You will come. Don't worry. You will have
No. I just want to add this, right? These are the kind of people they send out to put fear in people. Okay? He knows exactly what he's doing. CM, you have been here for over 8 months. We know how they came then, and we handled them. These are the people they are dogs. These are dogs. Look at what he's telling you. Who are they? We fought the military. Who are they?
Can I come because I was spoken?
Jukes, listen. Jukes, I'm coming, please. Jukes, listen. Just one moment. King, just one moment. King, please, can you mute yourself, please, King? Please mute yourself. You know what you said, please. Please, King. Please, King, mute yourself. It's okay. You know, I like ideas. One thing I want to make this remark regarding if it is really the intention what APC government is planning. I want to remind them one thing. People will plan something. You never know how the outcome will be. It will backfire. Look at the way Jonathan was humiliated out of office using Boko Haram. Those people they invited, who are the greatest people that are suffering from the fallout of Boko Haram? Is it not those people that in that area that invited them? When you are planning evil, because maybe Obi won, or maybe they feel that they can use any tactics to remain in power, they never know how the thing will backfire. But that is by the way. So it's okay. We all know all these things. Whether somebody is coming to propagate it, or maybe that is what they intend to do, it's okay. It's information. All of us, we've already known that it is rigged, and we've already known that this is a satanic government. We've already known that they are trying to frustrate Obi, even with INEC not giving him all that he wanted. When he gets there, we now rig it. We already know why Tinubu went to London and CJN went to London. The world is seeing all these things, not only us. We know. So, but there's a question I would have loved to ask. Only that Felix and what is the guy? But I think I should put the question so that everybody will be considering it when it gets to your turn. Now, the question is this: if Alhaji Bola Tinubu is allowed to be the president of Nigeria by omission or commission, by hook or by crook, or by any means possible, would there still be any need, any reason, any rationale for the establishment of the National Drug Enforcement Agency? That's a so I want to. It's a question. If Tinubu is allowed to be president, and any of you, particularly those of you in the US outside Nigeria, you are caught at a Murtala airport or any airport that you are having drug, do you think there's need for NDLA to harass you? That's the question I'm asking.
Yes, of course. Can I answer that, please?
No, Engineer Ken, it will come to you, but let me start with Ezenwago and Felix. Then we go the.
Well, this is Ezenwago now. Okay. For that question, well, let's hope that Tinubu is not going to be president.
Okay. That's why I said if.
If eventually he becomes president, and somebody, maybe me or somebody, will never be me anyway, in Jesus' name, get caught off drug. Yes, you still be liable, because that somebody broke the law and get away with it doesn't mean you should also break the law. The law is the law. Well, he got away with it. If we keep it that way, then there shouldn't be law on drugs anyway. Then we should make drug free. So my answer is that yes, you still should be arrested and then tried in court, and if proven guilty, then face the consequences. That's by the way. Then the next one is the Mr. King was the one that pushed me to come into this conversation. This guy has been in this platform before, and every time he comes in, he talks about forming an alliance with PDP. And then the thing that makes me so angry when people make such statement is that the Igbos have to belong or have to play politics with other people in order to be president. Issa Fontua said that, the late Issa Fontua, the Igbos has to belong. That statement is so annoying. It makes me angry. And if that person that made that statement in front of me, I would throw a punch on his face. I'm serious. That's how angry I am. Because that's an insulting statement. That's telling us, the Igbos, that we don't belong in Nigeria. We have to kiss somebody's ass, excuse me, in order to be president of Nigeria. Look, God damn that. If Nigeria belongs to all of us, why do we have to kiss anybody's ass in order to become to be president of Nigeria? Why? Why do we have to be vice president to be president? So we have to wait another 8 years, be Tinubu's, not Tinubu, Atiku's vice president before we can be president. If I can recollect, I think Buhari is a Fulani. He just finished being president, and Atiku is a Fulani. So the Fulanis are the ones telling us when is your turn to be president. That person that I don't know what tribe he belongs to, but you should be ashamed of yourself. And don't come to this platform again ever to bring that kind of nonsense. Because you are doing nothing but annoying people to the bones. Don't say, if I see you, I will throw you. If I can throw my punch on your face right now, I will do that. That's how angry I am.
The only person that can stop him from coming is the owner. That is Niger Watch. If he's here, you could have taken. He will take the decision.
Angry.
Your own is just to suggest,
angry.
but
no. He's saying that with all impunity. That we have to partner with the PDP, or after all, Obi was vice president with the Atiku, and so what? So what? Oh, by the way,
it's all right.
If this election was conducted fair and free, Obi won that election. We know that. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry knows that. And by the way, for you to say, election has been rigged in the United States, this and that, that's lie. You are in Nigeria. I live in the United States. And I've lived here for 40 years. Let me tell you. I've been in this country for 40 years. As I can call myself proudly an American because I've lived here longer than I have lived in Nigeria, in the country of birth. Okay? So election has never been rigged in the United States. That nonsense Trump was making, it was just false allegation. Even when Trump won Miss Clinton the first time, he won by electoral vote. Miss Clinton won by majority vote. But in America, it's not done like that. We do it by electoral votes. So Trump got the most electoral votes. That's why he won. If it was in Nigeria where you did by majority vote, Miss Clinton could have been president. Everybody staying in America knows that. And Mr. Engineer Ken is in America, and he can approve of what I said. Okay, so don't stay in Nigeria and tell me the election is rigged in Nigeria, this and that. Where have you been? Where have you been outside the shore of Nigeria? And you come here and talk rubbish. Please don't come here and say that anymore. What you don't know, if you want to promote Tinubu or Atiku, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. But don't come here and tell me that he was.
Don't mind that, my brother.
Please.
That's one thing that these guys normally do. After getting money from these corrupt politicians. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Look at President Trump right now. The FBI, they're all over his ass. They went to his house in Florida. They bought his house, took files and everything from there. Can you do that to any ex-Nigerian president? You know, you tell me, is there any institution in Nigeria that can go to any ex-Nigerian president resident and take files and get them arrested?
Anyway,
No.
Okay, Engineer Ken, let Felix. Felix, it's now your turn. Just say something because me, I will soon be going there and hand over to probably Ike. Felix, are you not in US with them? Felix. Oh God. Felix. Okay. Felix is not.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Am I in US? You guys were there, America. No, I go wake her up. I'm in Europe. Busy, I think busy brains. Your brain will be busy tonight. Where are these people then? Okay, obviously. Okay, Ike. Let's hear from Ike. Then we go Bibu as a man of prestige, Engineer Ken. Then I go again, and then because I will soon be. Ike, what have you got to say? Actually, what triggered all these things was one chap came to say that Igbo should learn to form an alliance, that they don't know. He should have been advised to Atiku, they do it, Atiku will win, and then later, next time it will not be the turn of Peter, all those things. You know, all those street talk. It's annoying, but sometimes because I'm in the moderating, they said they told me to moderate, so I may as well not have an opinion. That's why I pass it around. But
Mr. CM, that is not street talk, bro.
Huh?
It's not street talk. They had all this day by day from all these their useless politicians. I'm sorry for my language.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So you know those type of things, we hear it every day, but nobody is addressing the issue of Igbo businesses being burnt in Lagos and then killing people again, singling in the Igbo out for humiliation, because that is the where I'm.
Can I say something?
Who is excusing me?
Engineer Ken.
Okay, Engineer Ken, you. Okay, oh yeah, a minute.
Mr. Sia, I beg, make enough verse, my brother. Because the more you are saying this thing, and the more the thing they follow me go, the more the thing they pain my stomach. I blame the Igbos.
I know you can.
Massimo respect on the platter of diamonds to all my Igbos brothers. But the Igbos, they fucked up big time. These are not the Igbos that I used to know. I used to go to Onitsha very well way back in the 80s, you know, to supply them Hollandics and George, you know, when my mom brings them from Europe. You know, I used to go there very well. I know OP worker very well, like the way I know my father's house. You understand me? You know, and I know at that time, you don't mess with the Amota boys. I know very well when the Northerners were killing the Igbos in the north. I know a Canadian Ichuku Yon shall grow. They brought out their luxurious bosses in my presence. The Amota boys went overnight to the northern part and finished them. So where are the Igbos now? The Igbos were slaughtered fully in Lagos. Do you know population of Igbos we have in Lagos? If they are not over 1 billion, you know, Yoruba has no mind. They have no mind. Now talk, then they talk. They don't have no balls. The Igbos have balls. I'll do shit with Igbos. I know what they can do. But in this one, they're fucked up big time. You understand me? I was expecting them. Hold on, my brother. I was expecting them. Those Igbo boys that came to those Yoruba touts that came to the man, them up and burn them.
Anyway, well, let's.
You understand me?
Because
you know, it is painful. It is painful.
Of course, it's painful. It's painful.
But this is the truth. The Igbos has to wake up.
It's true. No, they've worked. You know, the thing is that, like Ken, you know, like you said, it is true. Like, for instance, I didn't know you know the story of loading people from Onitsha to go to Kano. I'm surprised
of course, my brother. I know the Amota boys very well. You don't fuck with them.
It's true. Yes, you are right on that score, and you even surprised me that you know.
Mr. Ken, calm down. It's not yet time.
The Amota boys, they are powerful.
It's true.
Boys, you know.
No, thank you, Engineer Ken. Because Thank God you are the
one of Inewi. Moi. One of Inewi. Moi.
This Ken said, engineer Ken. See, this your engineering brain. Now you forgo meeting nursing. You go there useful. Make on that combine. Anyway.
You know go fit pay me. That'll be the problem.
Waiting. No be sacred. Waiting. Come on, Joe. So anyway, engineer, thank you for what you said. It's true. Though we may like it, but it's really a very disturbing thing. I mean, this is only an election, and you are slaughtering people, burning their businesses. That is what is paining me, because this thing rips deep down into our pocket. The thing is that this we all know that the people doing this are the Agbero Tinubu training, not a typical well-educated Yoruba person who is at most there are people are coming here to condemn it. There's one they call this man. It was
a message. It was the message that was sent. Those guys are the talks of the APC Yorubas in Lagos. It was a talk. Those guys were carrying out their orders.
We know.
The Lagos State governor came and give the.
We know that.
And the Igbos, they took that money.
Even there's a video. You must have seen a 2 video, maybe some 30 seconds video clip or something very short. Tinubu was speaking Yoruba, saying that Igbos are 12 years old. They will be 12 years old when they come to Lagos with nylon bag or something. We will clothe them, give them food, accommodate them. Now they make money and then turn over us. You know, those type of
Wait a minute, CM.
Yes,
when was that video? When was that video made? Do you know?
The video, I think, is current. It's current.
Oh,
probably between February after the presidential.
Igbos are industrious.
The Igbos
are hardworking. They're industrious. Yoruba people does not clothe an Igbo man.
Let me make a comment. I don't want to turn this into tribalism, because most of my best friends are from other tribes, particularly the Yoruba. So when we should use the narrative, the APC talk, because it's not all Yoruba. Believe me, Yoruba voted for Obi. So we should use the narrative, the APC talk in Lagos.
That's why I say Tinubu talk. Tinubu, I used to say Tinubu talk.
Right, the APC, which is part of Tinubu or whatever, because what's paining me is that after the election, even the governor, Showoli, right now is now talking about let's unite, let's move forward. But you didn't have the audacity to condemn it when it was going on. Now you have used the talk and everything to actualize your ambition. Now you want us to, not condemn it or not say anything about it, let unite. It doesn't work that way.
It's a game plan. This is a game plan. Let's fuck them up. Let's butcher them. After everything, we'll also bring them back and beg them and give them a couple of millions. The 100 million naira they give to them in one day is the same money they take from them in tax in one day.
We know.
You understand?
We know those things, Engineer. Engineer Ken, I'm even happy that you know some of these stories. It's okay. But one thing you must know is this, that people did not just go home. I mean, just go to their house and sleep and didn't turn. The way I'm thinking here is the way everybody is thinking. Iwanyanwu said it that Ohaneze Worldwide had made a meeting that they will check all those things and they be compensated. Then no more. And that is where the problem will start in terms of that compensation. Because everybody kept quiet.
I saw the video.
Everybody, Engineer Ken, everybody kept quiet because they said, don't retaliate. Just let us check this and give them. Because a lot of obstacles they placed in Obi's way. Some people see Obi as the Igbo man want to rule. But you and me know that.
Can I ask you one question, my brother?
Yeah.
Because whatever you're saying right now is getting me pissed off. For real. Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Let me talk. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Whatever you're saying right now is pissing me off. Can they try this nonsense to the Fulani in Lagos? Can they try this nonsense to the Fulani in Lagos? If the Yoruba man should touch one Fulani, the next day the Fulani are loading themselves. Not only in Nigeria, across the world. Why can't they replicate the same thing to the Fulani? Why the Igbos?
Well, I think
Why the
you all are
Igbos?
missing the point.
You see,
Everybody from
my
the
brother.
south and the southeast,
Yes,
they
sometimes in
consider them
life,
to be Igbo.
when you are too quiet, it makes you a fool. You know why people respect with their doors, with the Benin's. We don't keep quiet. If you put a finger to my face, before you touch my face, I will bite you. I will bite you. That is, I'm telling you, even here in America that I hear, a white man cannot fuck. Got it. You understand? He has education. I have education. Plus, I got my papers. You can't stop me and ride me. You see, that is one thing that they got to do. As the governor of that state brought that 100 million. You cannot buy one store in that market. Why would they take that money? That man should stand and we don't need your money. We will take our pieces. We will start afresh. Thank you very much. We got your message. We will take your money. That will make the governor to go back to his seat. He will start to please you guys. But giving that money to you guys. So tomorrow they will boost more of you and give you money.
No, it won't happen. This is purely because of we are in election. No, Engineer Ken.
Will you bet it this night?
Engineer Ken.
You don't know these people, my brother.
Engineer Ken is okay. Sometimes, that's what they call unintended consequences. Sometimes you never know. They just don't want. I believe all what you said. I mean, if you are this bitter, you can imagine what we were going through in terms of bitterness. But it's okay. Sometimes you just said, let us set this trap. Don't worry. Things will be sorted out. Who is Felix? Okay, Felix is no more. Push mom. Push mom. I know you've been itching to say something before I leave you people. Push.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, panelists. Engineer Ken is right.
Yeah.
Even me, where I am, I was among the people that said, even in Aba, we should rent luxurious bus to Lagos. Because there are some things you don't do, even a child knows that what Engineer Ken is saying is the truth. Let's not be pretending over what we know that it is the truth. If you beat a child, give him a sweet or biscuit. The next day you beat him and give him the same thing. He takes. There is no doubt about it. I do tell people the worst place Fulani can enter with their cow is in Aba. They can't bear it. I don't know why we, the Igbos now, are behaving like the Yorubas. And the Yorubas are now trying to behave like we, the Igbos. I can't see it happening. Let's call a spade a spade. If you take my pound of flesh, I take your own pound of flesh. That's how things have been done. Stop preaching Christianity and religion here. Why is Israel fighting every day and night? Why didn't they wait for religion to fight for them? Let's call a spade a spade. Engineer Ken is 100% right. I didn't want to talk here because Avis is always caution of what we say in his platform. That's why I always listen and stay at the comment section. That's where I do stay. But now, Engineer Ken is 100% right. Can you tell me a soldier that will kill somebody in Aba without we retaliating? Tell me one soldier. Unless the person ran away. Not to talk of ordinary human being caught out. Are they not south in Abia State? Are they not south in East? Must we behave like women? Or is it money that is okay? Let's assume the man gave us 1 billion naira. Can he buy a soul? They killed? Let's call a spade a spade. Please. That's all I have to say on that issue.
Please, can I say something before I go to bed?
Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, Ike.
I just want to make an appeal to all of us. We should be able to understand the situation and the circumstances we are right now. And let us not try to divert our attentions to the main cause of the fight that we have at our hands. Let us also remember that we are dealing with people that has been playing this game the way they have been playing it since 1960. And we're trying to change a course in Nigeria. It's never going to be easy. Some people will pay a price for a better Nigeria. The quietness of the Igbos is not a sign of weakness. There is no tribe in Nigeria that is stronger than the Igbos. No tribe in Nigeria have the surviving spirit of an Igbo man. An Igbo man goes to a place where there is nothing and they turn it into a multi-million empire. That is the spirit of an Igbo man. We are never a loser. We never give up. We have a surviving spirit that no man has, except giving him to him by God, like the Jewish people. The blood that runs in the vein of an Igbo man is a special blood that we can survive anywhere. If we can survive with 20 pounds so many years ago, we will always survive. So the quietness of Ndi Igbo na Lagos is not a sign of weakness. Let us remember that it is only just few people that did what is the problem everybody is discussing in Lagos today. Even though it is initiated or organized by the few political elite, not all of them, we know who is it. So let us not try to paint the picture as if the Yorubas are having a problem with the Igbo. We are not having any problem with the Yorubas. The Ohanese have spoken. Why are we still dragging this? Let us watch what is going to happen. Remember what Peter Obi said. In order for us to be able to destroy these criminal structures, it's not going to be an easy fight. And remember that we have a case in court. These people are looking for everything that they want to use to jeopardize that evidences that is already in the court. Let us not fall to their games. The Igbos in Lagos they have everything on their side to fight the Yorubas or even the Aburos. Let me not call Yoruba, the Aburos, the Tout, the people that are doing this. The Igbos have the power to kill them one by one and to do whatever they want to do with any of them. But that's not the goal. That's not the goal. That's not the mission. Let us not lose focus. Let us not be talking as if Igbos are weakling. No, we are not. God has blessed us with every resources an Igbo man want in this life. We have everything you want in Lagos. We have the Aburos of the Igbos in Lagos. We have those who are ready to die tomorrow in Lagos. We have people who can sponsor those who want to die in Lagos. We have everything. So please, let us not make as if we have a problem with the Yorubas. No, we have been, the Nigerian constitution allows every Nigerian to live anywhere. It doesn't matter what we are going through right now.
No,
somebody has to pay a price.
What people are against is like the condemnation didn't come from the people it should come from. That's why,
yes,
although it was the Tout that
I understand,
did
but
it,
you know what?
But why can't Governor Sanwo-Olu make a nationwide, a statewide broadcast in Lagos to condemn it and then follow suit with, or even the police to, that is why people are really, reasoning it the other way and then trying to say, why not settle scores with them instantly because of the condemnation. Because
we should understand all this.
If they did not condemn, if there's no condemnation coming from official quarters, it will imply being complicit, as if they were people sent. So, there are a lot of loopholes people have his cause, them. It's not a big deal. Anyway.
Listen, we know all this. We know what happened. I said it in the earlier program that Sanwo-Olu was going everywhere 2 weeks or 3 weeks to the election. He was going to everywhere doing what he never done for 4 years. But immediately after he has won the election, he has gone into his shell. After the election, the Igbos were attacking their house. We have not had any official statement from the government. That is true. That doesn't mean that it did not happen, or that doesn't mean that the government does not know. That's why you should be played smart, because they are looking for you.
Can I ask you a question?
They want you to come out. They want you to come out and fight. Begin to riot, begin to
can I ask you a question, please? Can I ask you a question, please?
Engineer,
if one of those young men, hold on a sec, if one of those young men or women that was brutally murdered with cutlass, that were if one of them were your brother or your son, would you still talk like this?
Brother Ken, there is
no. Answer that question, my brother. Yes or no?
Well, listen, no. You don't listen. You don't need to ask me questions.
No. I have to ask you because what you are saying right now, you are talking like a politician. You are not talking.
Listen, when two people are talking, nobody's talking. You ask me a question. Why don't you allow me to answer your question? Why is everybody talking?
Engineer Ken, you are muted.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm hearing you. I asked him a question. I need an answer for that question. If one of those people that they used Mercedes on, that were brutally murdered, was your brother or your son or your wife or your daughter, will you speak like this, like a politician?
Engineer Ken, can you listen to my answer to you?
Yes, of course. I'm hearing you.
You don't know me. You don't know what I have lost. So you don't need to begin to tell me if it's my son, my brother, or uncle. There is no Nigerian family who will ever want anybody to take the life of anybody. Nobody is rejoicing on the life of anybody that has been taken because of this election. There is any human being anywhere in the world that will want any of his family to be taken the way some people have been taken in this election. CM is one of the victims of what we are talking about. It doesn't mean that CM is here with us. It doesn't mean that he is happy that his brother or his cousin or his family was taken because of somebody want to go and vote, cast his vote. But that does not mean that CM and the whole family will go to war in Lagos because we have lost one person. Everything has
my brother,
a process that you have to go.
You are not getting what we are saying. You are not getting what we are saying. This is what we are saying. We don't hate Yoruba people. We love Yorubas. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a pure Edo man by tribe, by person. But we love Yorubas. We love the Igbos. We love everybody, every human that be created by God. He's been loved by a normal human being. Do you understand? What we are saying is this. If the Agberos, the thugs of Tinubu, the thugs of Sanwo-Olu, the thugs of ABC in Lagos, you look at it, show me anyone that was arrested by either the police or the DSS or the army. Till tomorrow, show me anyone. Even that guy in that market, the Igbo man in that market says that they know them. They know the thugs that came. They saw them. I was expecting the governor to reply them. Do you know them? When you see them, can you identify them? Come with me to my office. Let me create a team that is going to start picking them up. You see, you see, my friend. You see, the world we live right now is a global world that there's nothing hidden under the sun. You see, America that we are. If you kill a black man, the whole black world in the United States will come together. Even during the time of COVID-19, but COVID-19 was holding ground so strong. when they declared 24 hours coffee, a black man was killed and a Black Lives Matter came up. There were riots, both the white and the black came together and says no more killing of a human being, either black or white. And they stood firm. With that coronavirus, there was riots all over the United States to fight against the freedom of a black man. But at the same time, again in Africa where black originated from, a black man is being slaughtered because of a black man is trying to vote. He's trying to vote out his conscience. Us would call me with Mercedes and gun and start opening fire and killing people. You see, the more we have to talk about this so that they can stop it. If we don't talk about this, we are afraid to talk. This will not stop. In under 4 years again, more heads will roll. You know, my brothers, we have to do the working. We have to start talking and start fighting so that we can put an end to this mess. Thank you.
I think you people are now 8. Without me, you should be 8. I want to go and sleep. So probably who is in the US to moderate you people? Engineer Ken is in US. There's the Mwago US. Chukso Bibo is I think US. All of you are Oneru, you are in US. Aren't you?
Yes, I'm in the US. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, because this is you people are full of energy.
Good night, guys.
You people are full of energy. I want to leave you people. So probably Engineer Ken, you can be the moderator so that you're allowed.
See him before you go. See him before you go.
Yes, please.
See him before.
This will not allow me to be the moderator. Mr. Najawas will not allow me to do that.
It's just so that you talk less. You give them chance. Okay, yes. Who is asking? Who is calling me?
Yes, see him before you go. Yes. I listened to the previous broadcast when you were trying to analyze certain things. For me, I was born in the north. Yes. I'm from Delta State. I grew up in Delta, born in the north, schooled in Edo State. I have a flash of every angle, right? Yeah. My point that will make for us, especially for us that come from the South, Edo Delta people.
Please, one moment. Chukso Bibo, mute yourself. Engineer K, mute yourself. Noise is coming from somewhere, please. If you don't mind. Thank you. Yes, Onero. Over to you.
Yes. The point I'm trying to make is for us that are from Edo Delta, we get mind, we get heart. If we're not too many, we not send anybody. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. We don't go on the offensive. But if you attack us, even if we are 3, you people are 20, the 3 of us will put up a fight against 20 of you.
I agree. Yes.
You understand? So I told some people, they thought the Igbos are fools. I said, no, they are not fools. We are not babies. Some of us are younger than some of the older people on the platform, but that doesn't mean we are so young. Most people on the platform are above 30. Right?
Yes.
Some of us grew up in Nigeria. Many of us grew up in Nigeria. I told them the Igbos are not fools. That notion that people are thinking that a certain group in Nigeria are fools and that the other group have the monopoly of just attacking them verbally, attacking them physically. It will get to a point. The people will put up a defense. And that defense, my brother, we wouldn't like the outcome. So for me, let us continue to speak up. I don't have faith in someone to do anything serious. I don't have faith in the federal government to do anything serious. We have to begin to speak up and safeguard our territory, whether in Lagos, whether in Abuja, whether in the east, whether in the north. The Igbos have done it in the north, in Plateau State, for example. They have defended themselves in the north. So how are you going to tell me they can't defend themselves in the south? American terminology said that's bullshit. Thank you.
Thank you. At least, hey, so engineer, okay, snow chicken. Who is snow chicken? This looks like these Americans. Now they wake up.
Hi.
No, we don't tire. Okay,
Hi,
oh, it's a
CM.
lady even. Yeah, who is speaking? Can I see your face if you don't mind?
Snow chicken. No, you
Snow.
can't see.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to hand over to probably. I think you people should be cool with Engineer Ken to moderate you people because you people in US now time difference. You are full of energy. While we in the UK it's early morning. We have to crash and get up again to go to do some work. So Engineer, if you Engineer Ken, or let me hear Snow Chicken
Yes.
after that. Yes. Probably you will handle. So Snow Chicken, what have you to say after you? Then I go. Engineer Ken will take over.
Yeah, CM, thank you so much for staying so that I can say something. I greet everybody here.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for your contribution. But the reason why I came in here was I was in the previous meeting when I heard the man was talking about Igbos are this, Igbos are that.
Yes.
And that have been the problem. Whether it's in Dr. Damage's show, whether it's in this show, no matter where you go, everyone have an opinion about an Igbo man or about Igbo people. Everything they generalize about us. My problem is you people do not like us, and we are trying to leave Nigeria, and they cannot support us to leave. That hurts me so much. I don't know why they want to live with their enemies. If you live in a house and your roommate, you don't like your roommate, what you do is try and leave the place or help your roommate to leave. Everything we have done.
Snow Chicken, I can correct you just a minute.
Yeah, go ahead and correct me.
From what you said, they do not like us or whatever. When you have to tweak that sentence because of what happened during the election period. Nobody loved Igbo more than the Edo people. Look at Peter. If you see the way the Oba of Benin, a revered king like that, what he said about Peter Obi tells you the direction.
Obi is not an Igbo man.
No. He is, but no. I'm trying to say so that people should not say.
For the purpose of this election, Obi was not an Igbo man.
Yes, but it showed the people showed Igbo love, and we have to say this.
Why won't Obi be an Igbo man, but Atiku can be a Fulani man, no problem. Tinubu can be a Yoruba man, no problem. But whenever they hear anything about Igbos, there is a problem. We are not going to throw away our identity because of some people. We are Obi is an Igbo man. Maybe you don't want to hear it about this election. Yes, but he is the most qualified, and they're not going to kill us because Obi came to rescue Nigeria. A lot of us, some of us, you can see my Snow Chicken, my picture. A lot of us are done with Nigeria, but we just said, okay, maybe let's give Nigeria the final time, and this is what we are getting. I saw a man who was buried this weekend. He was just 39 years. He was killed because of this election. How do you think his family is feeling in Abia State? Just because the election have gone, on Sunday they went to attack him, and everybody's like, Igbos are this, Igbos are that. What is it? Please, if you come to platforms like this, have respect for a whole tribe. You can't that you see some of us on this platform. You just tell Igbos anything. Some of you cannot stand and face an Igbo man, but because of internet, anybody can come and insult Igbos. I'm tired of it, and people should respect us. This hatred, we see it, but don't rub it on our faces. Please support them.
Nobody insulted Igbo people here.
No, somebody did.
The guest has left.
Somebody did.
Before
you
came
tell
in,
me that. I have been in this show since 3 p.m. I mean, 3 p.m. Nigerian time, which is 12 p.m. What's it called? American time. Somebody said that his name is Mr. King, and then the lady who also is Victoria who's supposed to be an Agbado person that cannot stand up with her full chest and say she's Agbado, supported him with some kind of saying. And then Mr. Ike, that is an Igbo man that just left, he is speaking like one of our politicians in Igbo land that cannot say something the way it is. And that's why when they say, oh, we don't respect our elders, we do. The elders that speak the truth. Don't come here and paint everything and paint it. Mr. Ken asked him question about if it was your family member that was killed like this, that was butchered, what are you going to be speaking like this? But he couldn't respond to that. Since Tinubu is good, my own suggestion for Nigeria.
Do you know one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know one thing, Snow Chicken? Because certain things I wouldn't have wanted to say, but I have to give a bit of a tip. When Engineer Ken spoke, mentioned 1991, I was shocked. I never knew that he even knew it. He knows the story more than me, and that was why Engineer Ken was pained. He said, if we can reenact, if we can do such thing, then he even mentioned that they have to load people from Onisha to go and they rescue, do that type of mission. How much more Lagos now? So I didn't know he know. I, speaking to you today, I lost a cousin, the wife, 3 children with number 4 on the way. The man has died. 25th February, there was presidential election. After that day, the next Monday, they came up to Ladipo, this thing, motor spare parts, to do their business. People everywhere were closed down. People were hanging, people waiting. Said Alaye said nobody, they kill people, they said just give them chance. They want to deal with us. We are not prepared for them. So this guy, just like the wife told him, the wife said, why are you going? Why not wait? Let's see how this thing is happening in Lagos. He said, no, let me go and do business. So because they couldn't allow the Igbos open their shop, it was in the news. The guy said, okay, since we are not, a typical Igbo man, he said, okay. He mentioned one of his friends, give me the money you said you wanted to give me today, collected the money, opened the shop just a little bit to get into the drawer where he keeps some of the money or whatever, to take it, and he want to go back to stack, just to go and watch Nollywood and relax. These people swooped on him, about 4 or 5 of them. They stabbed him. If you are looking, they stabbed him here. So the trachea, the pipe, was just like a public water tap that got burst. Blood was oozing out. Even the knife, 2 times or 3, the guy fell down, was shouting. The blood was just oozing out. They ran away. Full of blood. He said, I wept. Some people knew. That's why some people will say, it's not that we've lost. But the thing is, when this attack, they planned it. They took us unawares. It was planned. There's no doubt about it. They planned it because they know the Obi wave and the way Obi was moving. They planned it. Imagine somebody saying that they did a film in Abia that they will take over Lagos. Where is the video clip? No, till today, nobody has shown me. Where is it? Nothing. They just fabricated it to kill what they did. It is not that we didn't know. If, thank God, Engineer K know this story he said today, I didn't know he knew it. This thing that is happening, nobody knows how it's going to end, but we can always remember how it started. Nobody knows how it's going to end. The people you attacked and burned their this thing, they are not fools. Like we said, like somebody said, Engineer K, they can't try this on Fulani people. I'm coming. I once argued this. I argued this thing in a platform. I was telling them, say, look, let's put it this way. You prevented me from voting. Fair enough. You burned the ballot box. It is not my property. It's INEC. You burn the ballot papers. It is not my property. It's INEC's. Then I go home. But for you now to go and start to look at this shop, hey, this shop is Igbo man shop. You burn it. There are shops. People bring down cow. The meat they eat in Lagos, people bring it down from somewhere. They know the people doing that business. Why can't they go and destroy their business? No way. The beans they eat in Lagos comes from somewhere. It is not indeed we're bringing it. Some people bring it. The The yam they eat in Lagos, some people bring it around Benue or whatever. They know people doing it. But they won't go and touch their business. More so there's a market called Jankara Market in Lagos, where they sell expensive lace and textiles. They know the people doing it are Yorubas. They won't burn it.
Yeah.
You go to Mushi Market, no way. If you know Tejuosho in Lagos, behind Tejuosho, there's a place they sell timber.
Allow him talk
Wood.
now. Why did he interrupt him like that? Allow the guy with the top man to talk.
There's a place behind Tejuosho where they sell timber and all this wood something. They know the people dominating it are from Kwara. They won't touch it. You go to Daleko Market in Mushi, they know. You go to Sangros Market, you go to Duoye Market, they know all these things. So, but they only single the one that is also Igbo. So this is purely ethnic profiling. So you want to incapacitate these people. Our people are meeting, they know. But this thing, people will only remember that, oh, we know how this thing started. Nobody will know what will happen next week. But as far as I know, this cannot happen again.
Yes, CM, let me complete. Can I finish
they
up?
took us a bit on they took us a bit, okay, yeah, they took us a bit on our wares, but this thing I bet you it won't happen because we've lost human resources, we've lost material resources. Even the electoral victory P2B won, they are trying to trivialize it. We can't lose three things at the same time. In fact, we're not even going to lose anyone. Thank you, Snow Chicken. You can continue before I leave.
Yeah, just a few minutes and I will round up. So, my suggestion to Nigeria and Nigerians, if they can, since this thing is boiling and bringing a lot of things, if Tinubu is so good to lead, and the way we have three presidential candidates, one from the north, one from southwest, and one from the old eastern region, they can take Tinubu can rule the southwest, and Atiku rule the north, and then P2B can rule this old eastern region. And everything settles. If we are in a country that tell themselves the truth, this is not going to work. We have seen all the signs. We have seen people who have gone to London where they are meeting, though they're saying the meeting didn't hold, but that meeting they can do it over the phone. This thing is not going to work. Nigerians should tell themselves the truth. Stand up for themselves. Let's divide this thing. Let everybody go on their way. Even if they are dividing it into 6 regions, let everyone go on their way. If not, in 2027, all of you will come back here and be crying and be discussing. And the 2031 will also come back again. Where they bring another terrorist or they bring another drug lord, and INEC will do their magic and your PVC will never work. When is enough going to be enough? We have a lot of intelligent people. In America here, Nigerians are the most intelligent, what do they call it? Tribe or whatever they call it. Migrants, yes. And then the best we can produce is a Tinubu that is shaking, that is drug lord, that is everything bad you can think about. How about now? Now waiting. Thank you very much.
Anyway, thank you. So, Engineer Ken, take over. You people moderate yourself so that at least you're all in US. It's like evening or afternoon there. So, for those in California,
we're in the evening.
Okay. So you people, all of you are in US now. So
11 minutes past 9, right here in the Eastern time. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr.
Good night.
Yeah, Mr. CM, good night. You did very well. You know, more grace to you.
Good night,
Yeah,
thank
prosperity
you,
will never forget you. You're welcome.
No, don't worry. Thank you. Bye-bye.